What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time, we were speaking with Simon Keyes, and we're laying it down on him, and we're laying it down on him fast. We're connecting him with the case from 12 years ago, and the connection to the two current kidnappings that we had with Kay and John. That was rather out of the blue. But since you asked, I can't say that I dislike chess. The mastermind played correspondence chess with Sirhan Doggett. If I recall, it was Knightley who had been playing chess with Doggett, wasn't it? Are you saying that he was the mastermind? There was no way Knightley could have been the mastermind. The reason being, the mastermind had continued to work behind the scenes even after Knightley's death. That being the case, who could have written this letter? I believe someone acted as the middleman between Doggett and Knightley. So you're saying that you think I'm the middleman? And just why would I have to go through all that trouble and do something like that? Most likely to make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Doggett. And as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowland. No way! Are you saying it was all set up so that he would be killed by her? What are you saying? There's no way I can manipulate a person that far. Look at me! It takes all I have just to get the animals to perform tricks. If only just a scrap of the letters he exchanged with Knightley still remained. It'd be decisive evidence. I'd like to investigate your room. There could be decisive... If it's the letters you're looking for, you won't find any in there. What? I'm the type of guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Where's the point of living in the past? Does that mean he's already gotten rid of the evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, everything you've said so far has been nothing more than baseless conjecture. I'm just one step behind. What should I do? Am I all out of moves? Without evidence, I won't allow you to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley. Who was that? Excuse me. Miss Berry? What's on her mind? I have been listening in on what you're all saying, and, when you say Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend Mr. Knightley, right? Yes, that's correct. Does she know something? This morning, a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was from Simon. What? What did you say? But that's impossible. Knightley's already dead. Please let me see that letter. Okay, here you go. Open it. This is a correspondence chess letter. This is the response to Doggett's last move. Now, can you see the path to checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose a chess against me, right? The postmark says March 26th, the day before Knightley's death. It seems the letter arrived late. Since the circus moves around so much, a lot of the mail people send us arrive late. Okay. Now, why was this letter addressed to you? This is proof that you were the middleman between Doggett and Knightley. Normally, you would transcribe this letter into Braille before sending it to Doggett. And in doing so, you created a connection between him and Knightley. Damn it! Curse you, Knightley! Why? Wasn't Knightley your only friend? Don't be ridiculous. I stopped thinking of him as a friend 18 years ago. 18 years ago? Would that have been the day of the IS-7 incident? Thanks to Knightley, I nearly died that day in the snowstorm. While I was on my way to the contest venue, where my father was waiting, Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face. He kept apologizing. My dad's too scary, I can't disobey him. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Stop it, Horace, I promised my dad. I said I'd taste his desserts. If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble. I'm gonna let everyone know my dad's desserts are the best in the world. After that, he locked us inside a car. It was so cold I could see my own breath. Before we knew it, the doors had frozen shut, and not even he can get them open. And then I lost my father. Horace Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father. What could this mean? His confession runs contrary to the information we have. But the name of the victim in the IS-7 incident was Isaac Dover. Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience. So it wasn't until later that I learned the truth. On that day, my father was murdered. The culprit of the IS-7 incident was a confectioner by the name of Dane Gustavia. So that was the name of Knightley's father. That low-life scum of the earth killed my father. Just the thought of him makes me sick. So you knew who the culprit was all along? Of course not. Had I known, I would have tipped off the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was trying to set up my own father. That's why I immediately knew that the one who died that day was my dad. Knightley had a hand in my father's murder, that traitor. He was the son of a killer. It's only natural that he ended up dead. Objection! It would appear that you're a victim of a very serious misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about? Isaac Dover, at the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France. Under the name Pierre. Is that right? Well, I'm sorry to say I don't remember that at all. It's only natural you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father. What, is that supposed to be a joke? I'm not amused. You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son. Is it the ring? Wait. Is it the ring? Hold on. Because we need to prove... Because odds are he's, what's-his-face's son? No, that's John. Oh my god, I'm getting really... No, wait. Oh god, there's too many things going on at once. I can't keep focused. I can't focus on what's going on. Okay, hold on. Proves you are not Isaac's son. What do we have that disproves that? Let me type Doggett's letter. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Oh. No. I'm trying to keep track of a case from 18 years ago, and 12 years ago, and now. So, naturally, I'm very confused. Give me 1 second. 12 years ago, president was kidnapped, witness was killed. No. Nope. Ring Knightley made for his father a memento, and a portable chessboard. From his father's memento. Oh, right. Pierre was his father. Right, that's it. Take that. Pierre was Knightley's father. Right. Oh. Okay, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. What's that? Isn't that Knightley's chessboard and his ring? I want you to take a good look at this ring's design. There are 2 letters inscribed in it. That is the seal Pierre used as his signature. 18 years ago, it was found lying near the body of Isaac Dover. Why would Knightley have my father's memento with him? The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horace Knightley. What? But that means I'm... In other words, you are Dane Gustavia's son. That's a lie. After all, I'm... My father is... My memories are... I lost my father because Knightley locked me up in the car. That's why I thought it would be fitting if he were killed as well. Really? I'll be able to see a circus show even in prison? I enjoyed playing chess with you, but I'm looking forward to your performance as well. Yes, please look forward to it. Alright, you better drop by again. I'll be thinking about my next move. Oh yeah, I left something special inside that chessboard for you. You should check it out later. Something special? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but thanks. I owe you one, Simon. If only you hadn't stuffed me 18 years ago. It wouldn't have had to come to this. Did you say something? No, not a word. Goodbye, Horace. As you can tell, I was trying to make it very obvious. After all that, you're saying it was my father who killed Knightley's. Then that means... Was it all for nothing? I didn't want to become some weakling who could be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I'd follow in Mr. Doggin's footsteps. This finally proves it. Simon Keyes, you are Doggin's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case. That's right, it was me. I'm the mastermind behind it all. He's finally showing his true colors. As you all know, I witnessed the incident 12 years ago. President Huang's assassination. So the child who drew that picture was Simon Keyes. When I was found out, I was subjected to horrible interrogations over and over by that heartless Patricia. I'd spend the nights trembling in my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring. I'm sure you can understand why I'd want to sneak out of there, right? But Blaze would have likely sent pursuers after you. Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't even sleep at night. I'd jump at the slightest noise. And that's why I became a circus performer. Blaze was the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Rowland was the warden of the prison. No ordinary person would be a match for those two, and there were no adults I could rely on. Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body double, who had set those two in motion. Though he was a fake, I was up against a nation's president. Talk about utter despair, right? My only ally was Mr. Doggin. He saved my life after all. He actually helped me out, unlike Knightley. If this story's true, it's ironic. Doggin, the fiendish assassin, was idolized by the child he saved. If I followed in his footsteps, I'd no longer have to worry about being eaten alive. That's right, now it's my turn to devour those who would feed upon me! And I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police. No way, no way, no way. As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial? I knew from the very beginning that things would turn out like this. The evidence from Patricia Rowland's trial. So he's saying that he expected the evidence would be destroyed. I see. So that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict, even in the absence of evidence.
Objection.
Who's to say? But, in order to expose the crimes of 12 years ago, there was no other choice. That's according to you, but Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor. Your methods are no different than those of the people you so despise.
Objection.
That's only if I were actually the kidnapper. But I would never do anything so evil, no way, no way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm actually quite thankful to the real criminals for giving me the opportunity to extract such sweet revenge.
Objection.
So you admit it. Your motive was revenge. Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I held a grudge against those creeps. But it's not like I'm the one who actually killed them, you know. Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jill in on Blaze's secrets, and let Blaze in on Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other. Do you mean to say the murder was nothing more than a result of that? Yep, just like the case at Gourd Lake. It's way easier than trying to control wild animals. All I did was come up with the fake assassination plan for Knightley. So that was also a part of his plan. If that's the case, then Rook's murder was also your...
Objection.
Whoa! Don't try to pin that on me! Knightley killed them all on his own. Well, it ended up creating the perfect opportunity for me. It's funny how things work out. How can you say such a thing? It was the same for Patricia Rowland. I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Doggin by using the correspondence chess match and the chisel in the chessboard. You mean to say that you were the one who prepared that chisel? That's right. I thought it would bring Doggin to mind. Quite a thoughtful little gift, wouldn't you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Knightley. Oh, the feeling that everyone around you is an enemy. I know it all too well. The tiniest spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy of errors unfold from the audience. And you were my final pawn, Mr. Edgeworth. When you solved their cases, you brought both Blaze and Patricia to the ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de grace was your own logic.
Objection.
I didn't solve those cases for your sake. Oh, I know. You never really cared about saving me. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't you? All I had to do was go, no way, and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it your all trying to save me. So even your arrest was a ploy to make me use my logic. To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that the chisel I sent was the murder weapon, honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it'd be curtains for me. But then a turnabout of miraculous proportions. The genius prosecutor himself had come to my rescue. Well, doesn't it feel nice to be thanked by me, the one that you saved? You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the ace attorney. You're wrong. He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. Even the times when he saved me in the past. Is that so? Are you sure he's not just trying to emulate his own father, the one he admires so much? Absolutely not. That's not true at all. Now, Kay. The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly is not able to trust others. This deserves to save someone. Oh, the desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend. Say what you want, but make sure you think about it long and hard. Sure, all my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end, but instigating murder? Think about it. Can any one of my actions really be considered a crime? I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigation. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it. What are you saying? You kidnapped me. Sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters. Besides, those letters contained no threats or coercions. I simply conveyed information that each recipient would find beneficial. You crafty little... Can't we do something about it? What was it he said? Integrating murder? Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself. So we just have to find proof that he directed those murders. You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion.
Not so fast.
The police are waiting for you outside of this tent. You have nowhere to run. Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared? He's totally gonna fly out on a rope onto a balloon and fly away. For example, let's say I gave an order so that all the animals here attacked you. Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos? You can't be serious. It was just an example. Wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? That might be more exciting. I will never allow you to do such a thing. I can't tell whether or not Simon's being serious. But when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility. If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections. I can't make any careless remarks. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes? And with that, let's end this video here. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.